5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What it is, what it do, and how the hell are all of you? With yours truly, Petra, fucker, back with another mother lover. You already know the deal. Grab a smoke, grab your drink, and lock it with your boy, because we back with another one. In this one, we're going to be doing a follow-up to Talk That Shit, episode number 8, Clown World. I was talking about how the Republicans had to oust Marjorie Taylor Greene from her committees because of what she said. Well, now those same Republicans are calling on Nancy Pelosi to do the exact same thing. But we already know Pelosi won't do the same thing because that's not in Pelosi's character. Now, Ilhan Omar says America, like Hamas and the Taliban, has committed unthinkable atrocities, and she's trying to walk that on back. This is a Fox News article. Now, Ilhan Omar said what she said. She has at AOC, and countless others come to bat for her and try to say what she said was this, that, the other. And anybody trying to say that what she said was wrong is Islamophobic, and that they're mean and this, that, the other. That's what she's saying. Now, she said, to be clear, the conversation was about accountability for specific incidents regarding those international criminal court cases, not a moral comparison between Hamas and the Taliban in the United States and Israel, Omar said Thursday. Now, she said, I was in no way equating terrorist organizations with democratic countries with well-established judicial systems. She a mother-loving liar, bro. A liar. And I'm going to stick to that all day, every day. How does that sound? How does that really sound? Now, I didn't mean that. I was no way equating that terrorist countries are anything like democratic country. Terrorist organizations are anything like democratic countries with well-established judicial systems. Like, man, that's what Nancy Pelosi told your ass in her statement. Rah, rah, rah. You took it, flipped it, and ran with it. And then you had all your homies come and defend you and talk about, well, if you think she was in the wrong, you're Islamophobic. Now, it's insane to me to really think that the Democrats won't do what they're supposed to do. And that would be strip her of her committee assignments, especially in the Foreign Affairs Committee. Because how does that look to the rest of the world, really? How does it really look when you badmouth our allies? Now, Pelosi joined 5 other elected House Democrat leaders in thanking Omar for the clarification, but warned against making drastic comparisons. That we no longer believe the long-term mission of supporting free peoples and free markets, and that we no longer remain committed to combating acts of terror against the United States or our allies. The Republicans described Omar's view of American foreign policy as inconsistent and incompatible with American foreign policy crafted by both Republicans and Democratic presidents. But reflecting on Omar's past controversial comments, Republicans said that the Congresswoman has been given the benefit each time she's been given the benefit of the doubt, and that is the truth. She has came out basically every year since she's been in office, and she has, or every 6 months, every 3 months, and said some outlandish shit. Some people did something about 9/11. They're going to talk about what was the other? I mean, she did all about the Benjamins. And then she was talking about how the United States and Israel are like in cahoots and shit. It's insane, man. Time after time, Congresswoman Omar has delivered a hollow and meaningless apology with the sole purpose of appeasing her party's leadership, only to revert back to her true sentiments and her real policy stances, they wrote. And that is 100% the truth. That's literally what she's doing. She's literally only apologizing because Pelosi and them told her she has to. If they told her she didn't have to apologize, she wouldn't. You better believe that till you blue in the face, because that is the truth. If Pelosi and them didn't say some shit to her, didn't get on her ass, she would not be apologizing. That is the hardcore facts of it. The hardcore facts. And people ain't gonna like that shit. People don't like the fact that she gets bagged on. People don't like that they called her the brother fucker and shit. But she brought that shit on herself, just like she's bringing this on herself. But this is the difference between the Republicans and the Democrats. The Republicans, if you fuck up, they actually smoke your boots. If you're a Democrat and you fuck up, they pat you on the back, give you some milk, give you some cookies, rub your tummy, and tell you everything's going to be straight when it's not, and nor should it be. But that's the game they want to play, and that's how they play it. And they played it so long and so hard like that, it really just remains to be seen, you know what I mean? And it's crazy to see the kind of shit that people actually allow to be sold to them hook, line, sinker. It's insane. But the Republicans called on Pelosi to act, saying that the only rebuke on the issue that will have any meaningful impact on the House of Representatives is yours. And that's because she runs it. That's because she's the Speaker of the House. Top dog, baddest bitch. Whatever title she wants, street fighter, whatever. As many ice cream cones as she can eat if she just does a goddamn job. But no, it'd be too easy. Be too easy. Taxpayers didn't give her enough cut this year. We wholeheartedly request that you live up to your word and swiftly remove Congressman Omar from her committee assignments, they wrote. Now, had this been a Trump, if Trump was never in office, was never a president, maybe Pelosi and them would do the right thing then. Maybe. But because Trump was in office and they got to sow hate for so long and get their way any which way they seen, get away with saying whatever they want to say, however they want to say it, they got no reason to back down now or be sorry in the least. And they've proven that. And that's one of the most fucked up things that I think is wrong with our country. I wish there was something Minnesotans could do, or her constituents, like get her ass up out of office. Let's write a petition, something. Because I would sign that petition wholeheartedly right now. The GOP congressional contingent also noted that to turn a blind eye on this would be cowardly refusal to hold members on your side of the aisle and your side of the aisle accountable, and dereliction of your role as a leader of your party and as Speaker of the House of Representatives, an institution we all so proudly, honorably serve. It would be a dereliction of her role. See, it really sounds like they're doing everything they can to pull out the guns, decorum-wise, trying to do everything by the book, trying to get this actually to go. Now, maybe Pelosi will. Maybe, I doubt it, though. I just don't see Pelosi pulling through. I don't see Pelosi holding their feet to the fire like they should be, man. And it's just a fucked up thing, man, because Omar be saying whatever she wants, however she wants, and she just be getting away with it, bro. And that's messed up. And I've already said it before. If you don't like America and you don't want to back with our allies and shit, then go find somewhere else and rock with them. Because at the end of the day, if it really went down to the guns, it went down to the dirt, to blood, Israel would be in the trenches with us. Because that's what an ally is. And to try to say if you disagree with them at all, that makes you an Islamophobe. That's one of the most cowardly ways out of an argument I've ever seen in my life. That's the same difference as saying you're a racist or you're a bigot. That's no different. Now, Republicans widely disavowed Green's comments, which included QAnon conspiracy claims that the mass school shootings were staged, suggesting that a plane didn't hit the Pentagon during 9/11, endorsing violence against prominent Democrats, and espousing anti-Semitic and anti-Muslim views. But Republicans largely panned the House vote to remove Green from committees because they didn't want Democrats interfering with GOP matters and setting a new precedent for penalizing members for statements and postings they made prior to entering Congress. See, they done got her all jacked up, kicked out, everything because of things she said. But when it comes down to Ilhan Omar, she gets a green pass to say whatever she wants, and that's what Pelosi is saying, because Pelosi really ain't gonna do nothing, or she already would have. It's the weekend. She didn't say shit. So she's supposed to be able to get to go Saturday, Sunday, and then we expect something to come on Monday? That's crazy. And then, I mean, it's insane because it's messed up. The GOP, Republicans held, even if a lot of us disagreed with the decision and with her being held, to the standards that she was held to, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Now there was a lot of Republicans that were like, yo, she really did seem like say some outlandish shit. You know, she should probably get in some trouble for that. Well, you stripped her of her assignments, everything else, kicked her basically to the curb, rah, 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 right? Well, if that's what happened just for saying some things before you got into Congress, how are you not getting in trouble for saying while you in Congress? See, the double standard there is, the hypocrisy is palpable, bro. It's beyond amazing. It's mind-blowing. It's stomach churning. It's day ruining. That's the type of seriousness that it truly is. Let's keep it 100 always. But to see that, you know, it is the responsibility of the party's leadership in the House of Representatives to hold accountable egregious words and actions made by the members of the party. Pelosi said that. Pelosi said that. Those are Pelosi's words. Then she said, "It is now time for you to rise to the challenge to have set for yourself." Jimenez and Reps Young Kim of California, Adams, Kissinger of Illinois, Upton, Jacobs, Maliotokas, all wrote for getting Marjorie Taylor Greene out. They were all signed on to that. Now, Congresswoman Ilhan Omar has made a congressional career out of the following: fueling anti-Semitic violence against Jewish communities by perpetrating false stereotypes and anti-Semitic tropes, denigrating strategic allies of the United States, accusing members of Congress of unconditionally pledging allegiance to a foreign sovereign nation because of their support to the U.S.-Israel partnership, whitewashing the September 11th terrorist attacks that resulted in the death of over 3,000 innocent Americans, drawing the equivalence between the United States and criminal organizations such as Hamas and the Taliban. See, that's what she did. So how is she not being held accountable just like Marjorie Taylor Greene was? That's what I think so many of us want her to do, is be held accountable just like Marjorie Taylor Greene, because fair is fair. And like they said, that's a serious dereliction of her role of Speaker of the House and keeping her party in line. And I really don't think Nancy Pelosi is going to do a damn thing. And I think Ilhan Omar is going to skate again, which is some bullshit, because I really think she's the worst thing that's ever happened to Minnesota. I think she's the worst thing that's ever happened to Congress in a long, long, long time, especially when we talk about elected officials. Like, it's crazy, bro. I think she's really the epitome of evil, you know what I mean? And that's what I think. And I think Marjorie Taylor Greene said a lot of dumb shit before she got elected. I think she said a lot of dumb shit right before she got elected. I think she knew it was going to come back to haunt her, and she took it like a champ, took it on the chin, and Ilhan Omar is running. AOC is ducking that debate. It really shows you how strong the squad truly is. All jokes, all day sarcasm. When it comes to the squad, I ain't got no love for them crazy ass mother lovers. And on that note, you already know what it is. Do you think Ilhan Omar is going to skate? Do you think Nancy Pelosi is going to drop the boot? Or do you think the double standard hypocrisy is nothing but a real ass thing? You already know what it is. Stay blessed, and stay safe. Because there's 2021, and the Democrats are power hungry.